There was a man named Moses who had lived 3 completely different lives before he ever heard God's voice. He was born a Hebrew slave, but grew up a prince of Egypt. He ate at Pharaoh's table, wore royal linen, and walked the marble halls of the most powerful kingdom on earth. But underneath all of that luxury, something burned in him. A sense of justice, a connection to his people who were suffering just outside the palace walls. One day, that burning got the better of him. He saw an Egyptian beating a Hebrew slave, and something snapped. He struck the Egyptian down and buried him in the sand. When word got out, he ran. The prince became a fugitive overnight. He ended up in the desert of Midian. No palace, no title, no purpose, or so it seemed. He married, settled down, and spent the next 40 years doing the most humble work imaginable. Tending sheep, day after day, in the silence of the wilderness, just a man and his flock. 40 years is a long time to feel forgotten. But one ordinary day, on the backside of the mountain, Moses noticed something strange. A bush was on fire, but it wasn't burning up. It just kept blazing. He turned aside to get a closer look, and that's when everything changed. God spoke from that fire. He told Moses that he had seen the suffering of his people. He had heard their cries, and he had chosen Moses to go back to Egypt and set them free. Moses was stunned. His first response wasn't excitement. It was doubt. "Who am I to do this?" he asked. A shepherd, a fugitive, a man the palace had long forgotten. Then he worried about credibility. What if they don't believe me? What if they laugh in my face? Then he hid behind his limitations. "I'm not a good speaker," he said. "I stumble over my words. Surely you need someone more eloquent than me." And finally, stripped of every other excuse, he just said it plainly. "Please, send someone else." But God didn't budge. Not once. Every single time Moses pushed back, God's answer was the same.